Caladbolg is a sword of legend handed to the Pact Commander Traherne by the Pale Tree herself, unfortunately though broken during the battle against Mordremoth. But what if I told you you can remake this amazing weapon? Well, in this video, I'll show you just how to do that. This collection can only be started with a character that has completed the entire Heart of Thorns storyline and has gotten the broken Caladbolg sword. You can check your storyline guide on your characters to see if you've completed it, or if you head on over to the Grove and right here by the first waypoint, you look up and you see the statue of Traherne, that means you can start this collection. If you're completing the storyline for this collection, you will have to wait until the next reset to actually be able to start this collection. With the first reset right after finishing the complete storyline, you will receive a mail from Warden Lade, inviting you to visit the statue created to honor Traherne. After you speak with Warden Lade, you will receive another mail, this time from Ridais, telling you to meet them in your home instance. This can be done in any race's home instance, by the way, not just your characters. But I headed over to Hulbrak anyways, mostly because I always have trouble finding the Sylvari one. When you enter your home instance, Ridais will be marked with a green star, right near the entrance of your home instance. After speaking with Ridais, she will ask you to bring her the broken Caladbolg sword you received at the end of the Hearts and Minds mission. So at the end of the storyline. Now if you're like me and you handed the sword to one of your alts, or you just deleted it, you can head on over to the Mystic Forge and get a new one from Miani. You will have to pay 10 bottles of Alonian wine though. Now with the broken Caladbolg sword in hand, head to Ridais and talk to her. Follow the dialogue and she will ask for you to bring her a vision crystal, a spiritwood scion, and an orb of natural essence. This will unlock 2 further achievements, the Dreams of a Thorn and Shards of a Thorn achievement. The rewards of these achievements are the spiritwood scion and orb of natural essences. The first item, the vision crystal, is something you will have to craft yourself. This can be done by a crafting level 500 artificer, huntsman, weaponsmith, tailor, armorsmith, or leatherworker. Or alternatively, at the end of each month in the Chest of Loyalty, you can get a vision crystal by selecting the Chest of Ascended crafting materials. Or if you're lucky, as a salvage drop from Ascended weapons or Ascended chest armor. Now you can actually hand in these 3 items separately, but I like to bundle them. For that we're going to need to complete the other 2 achievements as well, the Dreams of a Thorn and Shards of a Thorn one. Alright, let's start with the achievement Shards of a Thorn. This entire achievement is done in the Heart of Thorns maps. This achievement requires you to gather 5 shards of Caladbolg, one of which is already handed to you by Ridais, so you need to collect the remaining 4. Each of these 4 fragments can be found in each of the Heart of Thorns maps. The first shard is located in the west side of the Blighted Depths in Verdant Brink. It is most easily reached by the Meligan's Valor waypoint, right over here. The location isn't very difficult to reach or hidden, but there are some very powerful mobs standing between you and the shard. If you have your sky scale, these are very easily avoided by just flying over them and landing on the shard. Alternatively, you can also stealth glide your way over them to the shard. If not, try and use all of your mobility to just run past them and activate the shard when you reach it. The second shard is in the Auric Basin map. Taking the waypoint at Southwatch Creep, we're going to take the path heading west into Griffinfall. On your right you will see a small tunnel, usually littered with pocket raptors. In my case these were already dead though. Run through this tunnel and right after coming out of the tunnel, make a left and run or glide down to the bottom of the waterfall. At the base of the waterfall there is a small opening to a cave. It should be directly below the mastery point on your map. Shard is just located inside of this cave, right beside the pact members. The third shard is a bit trickier if you don't have your mounts, but I'll guide you through it as best as I can. You're going to need the Exalted Markings Mastery, and preferably the Updraft Mastery from your gliding as well. Head over to the Dragon's Passage waypoint in Tangled Depths. From here we're going to have to go directly north. We are, however, going to have to be higher than the actual road. So here's what you need to do if you don't have mounts. Follow the road north until you can circle back. You see that the road is actually inclining upwards. Follow this. To your left you will see an updraft. Don't try to jump into it like this because you won't make it. Just keep following the inclining road up. Make a little loop-de-loop as if you're making a figure 8. Until you get back at the updraft. Now jump, glide, and use the updraft to guide you up higher. Just follow the road north using your gliding, or your mounts if you have a sky scale. until you reach the ledge with a drop down. You will see some tropical birds sitting on the ledge if nobody has scared them away yet. Bonus tip, scaring away a number of birds is an achievement by the way, so go ahead and land if you want that achievement. Now standing near the drop you will see an updraft. You don't need to take this updraft. Just jump down into the water. Now that you're down in the water you will see an exalted beacon a little bit further ahead. This is why you need the exalted markings mastery. Go ahead and activate the beacon. From here we're going to swim directly east. Just keep following the grotto. After you reach the second exalted beacon, you can see the grotto actually goes down. And off in the distance, you should be able to see the shard. Swim down and go and activate that. Now the fourth shard is in the most difficult map, but is actually the easiest to get. If you enter the Dragon Stand map, you will end up in the Pact base camp. Follow the road down and pass by the vendors. You're looking for Agent Zri, an Azura Whispers member. She will be standing right past the vendors, underneath an awning. Talk to her and ask her to be smuggled behind enemy lines. This will put you in an instanced zone of the Heart of Thorns storyline. Now all you need to do is run up to the top of the twisting spinning structure, and while standing on top of this, you should be able to see the shard off in the distance. Just jump off to the small ledge and activate the final shard. Alright, that is the first of 2 achievements done. Completing this achievement should give you the Spiritwood Scion. Now if this video has been helpful so far, consider booping that like button or maybe even hitting subscribe. But let's continue with the second achievement. For the Dreams of Thorn achievement, you will need to gather 11 motes spread across several maps of Corturia. You were given 1 from Ridaeus already as well, so you just need to collect the remaining 10. The first one is the Radiant mote. This can be found in the Grove. When you're in the Grove, go down all the way to the bottom level. Up in the north part, you can find the Garden of Dawn by swimming down into this small pond. Dive into the pond and exit into the secluded area, where you will see the moat in the distance. The second moat is the Serene moat. This can be found in the secluded glen in the Fields of Ruin. The secluded glen is all the way in the northwest corner. Just past Varim's Run, pass by the Branded, and into the secluded glen. The third moat is the Defiant moat in Fireheart Rise. In the southwest corner of Fireheart Rise, you will find the Apostate Wastes and the Apostate Waypoint. From this waypoint, just head to the west where you see the giant tree. If you see the harpies, you're on the right track. The moat can be found underneath the tree. Moat number 4 is the Patient moat, and this one can be found in Drytop in the Uplands Oasis. The Uplands Oasis is in the northwest corner of Drytop and can be easily reached by using the Vine Bridge waypoint. From the waypoint, just run or glide north-northeast to the small plateau surrounded by streams of water. Just head down the vine, stand on the ledge and glide on over. The next moat is the Blossoming moat found in Jesa Plateau in the town of Nolan. The town of Nolan is located in the southwest corner again of Jesa Plateau. This small town has a hidden strawberry patch which can be accessed through this pipeline right here. You'll have to do a little bit of jumping to get through it, but nothing you can't handle. Once you run through the pipeline, you will see the moat a little bit further ahead. Moat number 6 is the Determined moat. This one can be found in the Harathi hinterlands in Hidden Orabon. This one may be a little bit trickier to find though if you don't know where to look. We're gonna start off at Hangman's Saddle. From Barricade Camp Waypoint, we need to head northeast. Hidden Orabon has 2 entrances. We're going to pick the northernmost one. After entering Hidden Orabon, enter the smaller cavern with the waterfall in the northern section, and head towards the back, towards the mastery point near the waterfall. From there you should be able to see the moat lying on a dead tree. Right, next up is the Misty moat. This one can be found in Gandharan Fields at the Stoneboar Vault. The Stoneboar Vaults can be found in the western part of Gandharan Fields. From Traveler's Dale Waypoint, we're going to head up north and head into the mines on our left side. Just follow the minecart tracks, double back down south, and you should see a small cave opening. Chances are there's a veteran spider in there as well. On the opposite side of the hero challenge, there is the moat. Moat number 8 is the Pure moat. This one can be found in Kessex Hills and is rather easy to reach. We're going to head to Sereboth Waypoint in Kessex Hills. This one is in the eastern part of the map. From the waypoint, head north towards the waterfall. From there, just jump and glide over the stream to the other side. Over there on a grassy ledge is where you can find the moat. We're almost there, and moat number 9 can be found in Sparkfly Fen. head over to Caladbolg waypoint in the southern part of Sparkfly Fen. From the waypoint, just turn around and you can see the mote just lying there for you. Alright, final mote is the Shining Mote, and this one is found in the Brisbane Wildlands, and maybe a little bit trickier to find. In the west side of the map you will find Triforge Point waypoint. We need to be to the south of this waypoint, but to do that, we actually have to head a little bit north and east. After passing by the mountains, just head south towards the Thaumacore Inquiry Center point of interest. Keep going south past the Thaumacore Inquiry Center, and then head west. In the northern part of this area, you should see a path leading north. Go up this path and follow it to the west. There at the end, you should see the final mote. Completing this achievement should give you the Orb of Natural Essence. Now with the Vision Crystal, the Spiritwood Scion, and the Orb of Natural Essence, head back to Ridaeus in your home instance. Talking to Ridaeus, she will ask you to head to Lichcroft Mare in Keswick Hills, where you will enter the first vision. Lichcroft Mare is in the southwestern portion of Keswick Hills. From Shadowheart side waypoint, head a little bit to the west, and you should see an instance entry. In this instance, you will have to fight against the remnant of a warrior. After defeating that one, you will have to fight against Rhiannoc. After defeating Rhiannoc, speak to Ridaeus again, and she'll tell you to go back to your home instance. Back at your home instance, you will hand over the Spiritwood Scion. This time, Ridaeus will ask you to meet her at the Matriarch's Perch in Verdant Brink. Easiest way to do this is to go to the Pact Encampment waypoint in the middle of Verdant Brink. Standing at the waypoint, you should be able to see the instance entry point. In this instance, you will have to fight against the remnant of a scholar, and after defeating this one, you'll have to fight against Traherne. After defeating Traherne and speaking to Ridaeus again, you'll need to head back to your home instance for the last time. Speaking to Ridaeus this time, you'll hand over the Orb of Natural Essence and be told to head to the Artesian Waters in Cursed Shore. This can be easiest done by going to the Verdant's waypoint. From this waypoint, just head east and up the platform. From the platform, jump down into the water and swim east underwater to reach the instance marked on your map. In this instance, you will fight against the remnant of a hero. This one can be a bit tough. Make sure to avoid the straight line in AoE because this hurts a lot. If you get killed, you can retry from checkpoint, but this will restore the remnants of a hero's health every time. After defeating the remnant of a hero, you will be able to choose which weapon type you want by talking to the correct NPC. You will have a dagger, a scepter, a sword, a shield, and a greatsword. This opens up an entirely new collection for all of these skins. And after selecting a form and waiting for the next reset, you will receive a mail telling you to visit the Avatar of the Tree in the Grove. Going to the Omphalos Chamber and going through the dialogue will unlock the ability to exchange your selected Caladbolg into another form through Ridaeus. This will cost you 1000 unbound magic, however. Alternatively, you can also get the other skins by completing the storyline on another character. However, the Spiritwood Scion and the Orb of Natural Essence must be crafted. Their recipes are unlocked after completing their achievements the first time. I hope you enjoy your new weapons. If this guide was in any way helpful, make sure to boop that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Take care, my friends, and bye-bye.